We are back to our show again, Good Morning Kuwait. We're moving for our next interview segment. We'll talk about the obesity is the critical global crisis with over 1 in 8 people affected as 2022, according to the World Health Organization, WHO. Adolescents obesity has quadrupled since 1990, while adult obesity has more than doubled by 2050. Roughly 60% of the adult and a third of children are expected to be overweight or obese. Key drivers include the rise of the ultra-processed food consumption, lack of physical activity, and increased sedentary time, notes for a UNICEF report. So let's welcome all of us today. Nevein Alrefai, clinical dietitian. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning all. My name is Nevein Alrefai. I'm a clinical dietitian. I graduated from Al-Batra University. I have been over 10 years my experience as a clinical dietitian, and based on sport nutrition and obesity related to health issues, which is PCOS, diabetes, hypertension, etc.
Nice.
Because I hold many certificates in these fields.
Nice, and thank you so much for joining us on our show, Good Morning Kuwait.
It's my honor.
It's an honor today to be our guest today. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. You already mentioned about your CV. So what about the family support to you?
Yeah, I want to thank my family. They are always on my back, always supporting me, especially for my mom. Thank you.
You're most welcome, and for sure they are watching us now during the on air.
Yeah, sure.
So today we spoke more in my introduction about the obesity and obese. So how do you see the children's obesity during this situation?
You mean during the current situation of the remotely learning? Yeah, sure, pretty sure they are affected by gaining weight because, you know, they are sitting all the time, no movement and more eating. And the easy access of snacks during the online sessions, these affect their weights to gain more weights, you know.
So it's also linked to the stress eating, we can say?
Yeah, sure, it's stress eating as well. So that's why to make these in control, we need both sides. We need to deal with the parents and the kid as well, okay? To encourage to have active 1 hour as a break between online classes. It's going to motivate more and just to motivate the movement as well. And to approach a healthy snacks instead of the sugary drinks or unhealthy snacks like chips.
Like chips.
Yeah.
So this is like we say, how do you deal with the obese situation for the children? Is the online studying, it's like have a crucial time for our children especially, and they are still in the online courses. So how can we deal with them to make them active, in your point of view?
Yeah, like having 1 hour walking outside, seaside, whatever it is, any kind of activity they can perform it. Yani they can play football, they can dancing, etc. Anything they enjoy in, you know, just at least 1 hour.
At least 1 hour to enjoy themselves, to do physical activity.
Yeah, sure.
What about the food?
The food, we are trying to approach them how to eating healthy snacks instead of unhealthy snacks.
Okay.
Yani like fruits, yogurt, and it's fine if they want specific snacks. If we are doing control portion with it, they can add it, but not to do it in daily basis and to have more portion during the day.
Nice. So what about the most food the children are eating during the situation?
During the situation, you know, social media hats.
Okay.
Food trends as well, Korean food, Asian food, you know, it's all processed and contain refined sugar and preservative, so it's not healthy for their bodies.
So you mentioned like the Asian foods they are eating because they are not staying active. It's like the time to the cause for gaining weight.
Yeah, sure. If they are following just only it, and you know there is something else. Yani their body need nutrient as well. Okay, so it's fine if they want to follow it or to have these trendy food. Yani to not be in daily basis. Okay, to have it little bit And we can make it a little more healthy by adding more fibers like greens and adding more protein. In this way, they can consume it, it's fine, but small portion.
A small portion becomes
sure.
and stay active better and better.
Yeah, sure.
So what do you think, because we are appreciate you are with us here in the studio, how do you see the weight loss injections?
Weight loss injection, oh my God. You know, to be honest, weight loss injection play an role, big role and a big evolution in the weight loss, to be honest, okay? And we are, as a dietitian, we don't like weight loss injection, but to be honest, it's a big evolution which helped many people to reduce weight, especially the diabetic client, okay? But if anyone who's planning to take it, it should be first to take it by physician. Secondly, they should start, if they are planning to take it, they should change their mindset, be ready to change their lifestyle. I mean, to have a close look on their everyday eating, to have more protein, more fibers, more fruits as well, and complex carbs as well, and to lift weights. In this way, it could work.
It could work.
Yeah.
Anything else it will harm them?
It depends on the blood test, their blood test. That's why I mentioned they should take it under physician.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under physician. So this we talk more about the weight loss injection. So most of the people who are like visiting the clinic and dietitian, and they have different kind of questions. One of them is like, is it diet about less food or type of food? Yeah,
you know, people usually are thinking about just the calorie deficit and the quantity. But to be honest, we prefer the quality food over the quantity, to be honest.
Okay.
If I have issues with the quantity and the quality, we need first to work on the quality of the food, then the quantity. In this way, it could work. So it's both. We cannot just focus on the one part.
So if I like my daily calorie every day is 1,500 calories, but how can I see this person looks healthier than the other one? It depends about the quality of the food.
Yes, it depends on the quality for sure. You could take 1,500, but more fibers, more nutrient, more antioxidant, which means vitamins, and more protein as well. Nice. In this way, even the weight loss process could work much better.
Much better.
Yeah.
So is it like people thinking like carbs is the reason to gain weight? People say always cut the carbs, avoid the carbs.
Oh my God, carbs. No. The carbs is not the main reason. Actually, your body needs the carbs, but in a small amount. It depends on your weight and your composition as well. And you know, the carb, it's the fuel for body, but we need to control it. And it's not about just only the carb. It's about all the day, what you are eating, the snacks. There is something we cannot just follow it. I have seen a lot of people, they are snacking and they are forgetting what they are eating all the day. This is small snack, sugary, drinks, all these affected the weight loss. Plus physical activity as well.
Physical activity as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the intermittent fasting? Is it like benefits us, or I will go for less calories?
Intermittent fasting could help some people, not all of it, because it's not a diet plan. It's a lifestyle. That's why I told you it could work for some people to control their appetite. But if it's done without calorie deficit or without changing our everyday eating, it will not work. It should be, these calories should give you your needs of nutrient and your protein as well. So in this way, it could work.
It could work.
Yeah.
Imagine, Nevein, I will give you like an example. Like I eat 4 meals per day. Okay, like I have a breakfast, then I have snack, then I have lunch, then I have dinner. Okay, so people sometimes they are thinking, what is the best time to eat our meals?
Okay, to be honest with you, there is no specific timing. It depends on your lifestyle. Some people don't like to have their breakfast at the early morning. It's fine, but we rather to distribute the meals along the day. In this way, you could control your appetite much better, and your hormones much better. Much better. So to have 2 to 4 hours, it's fine. Yeah. Between 2 or 3 hours for the whole day. Yeah, the optimum 1 3 hours. But it's fine if we skipped 1 hour, 2 hours at the morning. It's fine. It's necessary to have the breakfast in the same timing.
Nice. I thought some kind of definitions because you are expert in the field of the clinic and dietitian. What about the mindful eating? I heard this word before.
Mindful eating, it's need a long time to explain it.
Okay.
But we can achieve that by dieting. You cannot achieve it if you have issues with your everyday eating, your diet. We need to work on that first. Then it's gonna be easy for mindful eating. But it could work for anyone who reach his goal regarding the weight, let's say. Sometimes you are following it. It depends on the science of your body, how strong it is, you know?
So we can feel our body, like we have to listen to our body?
Exactly. But not anyone can do it. After dieting, these signs could be strong by time.
By time, because when you're following more the diet, you will know more about your body?
Yes, 100%. You know, your body give you signs. We should listen to it as well.
It's happened to you before. One of the clients came to you as like you're a counselor. They take your consultation for this kind of things. Did you remember something?
I achieved many client. Yeah, we reached the mindful eating. Yeah, but not in the first step.
Take time. Huh?
Yeah, it takes little bit time. It depends on the person, how his lifestyle, how his everyday eating, his diet as well. Yeah.
And what about the people they are thinking too much, like if I eat after 9 p.m., 10 p.m., I will gain weight?
Yeah, it's not necessary. You know, we prefer to eat before bedtime, 3 hours before. But it's not necessary if I consume the last meal before my bedtime, 1 hour, 2 hours, or after 9. It's not going to gain weight. It depends on the calorie intake per day.
Nice. We can say all the times our guest Nevein Alrefai, good times run very fast.
Yeah.
We didn't fill the time. Thank you so much for joining us here again. For sure, we'll be here again. We'll talk more about diet.
Inshallah. I'm so happy for having me here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. Special thanks and appreciation to our distinguished guest Nevein Alrefai, clinical dietitian. Now let's go to this tiny break. Then we'll continue the show. Good Morning Kuwait. So please stay tuned.